Today we're playing with one of the best tools ever for drilling holes in metal fast. And that is a mag drill. Check it out. Let's play around, see what it can do. Now we all know what a hand drill is, and we all know what a drill press is. This is kind of a combination of both, but better than both. Because this allows you to drill holes as easy as you can with a drill press, but out on the job site in the middle of a big area, drill presses have a huge shortcoming is their throat. So they can only, you know, my stand-up drill press only has about a 7-inch depth before I can't drill any further into a sheet of metal. This has no limitations on where it can go. And not only that, is it can drill sideways and it can drill upside down because it has a magnet that holds it that's electronically controlled. We flip this little switch, it lights up, and if there's metal within range, let's grab a sheet of metal. Here we have some 3/8 plate. We'll flip the magnet, let go of the magnet. And supposedly this magnet will hold up to, in perfect ideal situations, about 2,800, roughly 3,000 pounds of holding force is how much this magnet is capable of, you know, on really thick steel, you know. But it'll just lock on and just, you know, that's impressive. But besides that, one thing that a mag drill can do is use annular cutters, and those are amazing. Here's an 1.5 inches. What it does is it takes a hole, I mean, to drill a 1.5 inch hole with a hole saw and a hand drill through 1/2 inch plate takes an age. This thing cuts through it like it's butter in 30 seconds or so, and it's just whoop, right through. Doesn't even phase it. The metal doesn't even get hot. Your drill, you're sitting there, your forearms are getting a workout as you press. Not these things. And so these annual cutters also are designed to have, if you're doing production runs, is you're also, it has a little, this little tip in the middle isn't a pilot drill like a hole drill. It's actually a spring-loaded plunger that when it gets pushed up, it allows coolant. You can actually mount a coolant bottle to these, and the coolant will continually flow, and you never have to constantly add oil. But one of the cool things also about, and these aren't cheap, but they're cheap for what they do and how long they last and how much time they save. But one thing that the Evolution does, I thought was really cool, is they also give you the ability just to have a 1/2 inch chuck. So we can put a 1/2 inch chuck in there, and we can just run regular twist drill bits. I'll grab one. Right there, we can run a 1/2 inch twist drill bit if we want to. Where a lot of these mag drills don't have the capability to do that because of the extra depth, but this does. So let's drill some holes. So to change a bit, it might be a little bit different than you used to, because it's like a 3/4 inch machined bore with 2 flats on it. So it's 2 machined flats, and this is exactly 3/4 of an inch. And you got a little center plunger, and there's a spring up in there. And I don't know if you can see, there's one little flat on one side. So when this is down, the coolant kind of just pools up on here, and when it gets pushed up, the little flat allows coolant to flow from the inside out. But let's drill a hole, and might as well go big. So let's pull out this 1.5 inch guy right here, and we just line up the 2 flats, stick it up in, hold it up in. There's a little bit of spring pressure pushing it down. So we got one flat lined up. Make sure we got the other flat lined up. Take our hex key, snug them up, and that's it. If you want some nice hex skis, wear a. But then, first of all, it won't trip on unless the magnet's on. So we're just going to set it here, and magnet's holding. Let's put a hole towards the end, at about there. Okay, now you do have to be careful because you have enough leverage on here to push this hard enough, if you're just ranking on it, to actually pull the magnet off. I mean, if you're really pressing. This does have a guard that can go on the front, like this. But for these tests, I'm going to show it without the guard, just so you guys can see exactly what it's doing. We're just going to put some lubricant on it, and that's 3/8 1 millimeter thick, or 1 centimeter thick steel right there. And yeah, we put a little bit of heat into it. I can still touch it. There, we got the plug out. And you can see the plug that it cuts. It's warm, but it doesn't turn it. It doesn't change the temper of the steel like you would with a twist drill bit. Okay, out with that bit. Now let's try a chuck and a twist drill bit. So, chuck is exactly the same as these annular drill bits. They just have a 3/4 inch smooth bore with 2 flats on them. So we'll just put that in there. Now, twist drill bits are definitely nowhere near as fast as annular cutters. Annular cutters are amazing. I've actually had this tool for a couple months, and everything in my shop is starting to look like Swiss cheese because I'm just putting holes in everything. Weight reduction. The holes it drills too are amazing. They are, it's close to a machined hole as you can get. So, typical, there's a lot of mag drills out there that don't have the depth, and even this one, this is as high up as it goes. So there's no way in heck I'm going to get this in here. But this actually has a secondary rail. There's a little screw on the other side to loosen it up, and I can bring it up this far. I mean, I can put extra long drill bits even in here and drill them, which is nice because some of my bigger bits are long. I like how they hide the magnet switch on the back here, so you never accidentally switch it off. But even they have a strap for it, so if you're doing stuff upside down or even sideways like this, if you're hanging off something, you could actually put a safety strap on it so it didn't fall anywhere. But that is a 1/2 inch hole, and it did a good job at it, just like a drill press. It's like a portable drill press, take it anywhere. Now, quick tip for you: take an old Coke bottle, put a slit about halfway around, right around the top. Got some magnets here. Throw the magnets in, and then take it over the garbage, and the magnets can move around in there, so when you shake it, everything just shakes right off. And when it gets too grungy, you just throw away the whole Coke bottle and get a new one. So here we have my air ride trailer, and it has an air tank, air compressor, battery, everything, and this fills up the little air bags. But one thing it doesn't have that it could have is an air chuck. So on the side of this tank right here, there's a little fitting right there. So I just need to drill a hole through this 1/8 inch diamond plate. So it's 1/8 inch plus little diamond, it's about 3/16. So figure let's bring out the Evolution and drill that hole versus a hole saw, because a hole saw you're always going to push harder than you want, and you run a risk of puncturing stuff behind it, or even a drill bit, because you're just pushing. And so we're going to hook that up and see how well it drills through this diamond plate with a rough texture on the outside. Since this is so textured, the magnet isn't going to get a great hold to it, and you always want to make sure you have a fantastic hold. So I got a piece of 1/4 inch thick plate right here, and we're just going to put that in there, and we're just going to mechanically fasten this to it. But what that's also going to do is the magnet's going to pull both of them together. So the magnet's still going to be pulling on everything. That feels like it's on there pretty good. I mean, I'm moving the whole trailer. So let's fire her up. That thing just drills beautiful holes. The shortcomings of a drill press are this. This is a full-size stand-up drill press, and I only have about 6.5, 7 inches before I hit that back, so I can't put a hole. I could not put a hole in the center of a round disc. The shortcomings of a mag drill are a little bit different, are that I only have this much distance for the size of the bit. So I can only, this one's only rated to about a 42 millimeter, which is about 1 5/8 round bit. So I can only drill 1 5/8 hole with this before I have to step up to a larger mag drill. But I mean, I can drill in anywhere in a piece of sheet, anywhere, or piece of structural steel. I just can't have a hole saw essentially bigger than about 1 5/8 for this particular model. Another tool by Evolution that I'm impressed with. I actually own quite a few tools by these guys. They're a UK based company. I love their chop saws. Their metal cutting chop saws are such a time saver. This thing is a huge time saver as well over the last couple months that I've been using it for drilling holes, drilling 3/4 inch, 1 inch holes. They seem so teeny in this kit, you know, but when you start with twist drill bits, a 1 inch hole is a pretty good size hole, but 1.5 inch holes, I drill those all the time. A lot of times in really thick stuff, I've had to resort to the plasma cutter because the plasma cutter is faster, but this is faster than the plasma cutter, hands down, and the holes actually look nice. But thanks for watching. I'll put a link to everything I played around with in the video. I'm going to continue to turn everything metal into my shop into Swiss cheese for weight reduction. Thanks for watching, guys. Questions below. See you soon. Bye.